So 3 tips for APM in under 3 minutes. Tip number 1, practice creating KPIs, key performance indicators, from CSFs, critical success factors. The most important thing to remember about KPIs is that it has to be measurable, it has to be quantifiable. And examples of KPIs are things such as percentages of or actual versus budgeted. So I'll give an example. For most companies, it's very important that they acquire customers with as less discounts as possible. Right? Obviously, if you are a company, you want customers, you want to give less and less discounts, but you still want to acquire the customer. So a KPI can be the maximum percentage of discounts given to customers, and that can be capped at 10%. So that way you can actually measure and quantify how many customers you've acquired without giving a discount and how many you've given a discount up to 10%. Tip number 2, divisional decision making is extremely crucial in the APM exam. Your ability to give recommendations, to process how to make the decision of what division should be, for example, an investment center or a profit center or a cost center, and the way you've constructed the answer, the way you've processed it, the way the recommendations you give to decide, to conclude what center should be an investment center or profit center is where you'll score your marks. Tip number 3, do not compare APM answers to SBL answers. Now, for example, in SBL, they'll ask you to evaluate the performance of the organization or of the company's decision. There, the answer you write is going to be extremely long, talking about the performance itself. In APM, they ask you for evaluating the performance report. Do not confuse evaluating a performance with evaluating performance report, because that's where you lose all your marks. So in APM, if you write the whole answer that you have in SBL, where you compare where you actually evaluate the performance of the organization or the decision rather than the report, the purpose of the report, who's going to read the report, the information in the report. If you do not mention or evaluate the performance of the report, you will get 0 marks. So be very careful about the difference between SBL answers and APM answers. So with that said, I hope these 3 tips you apply and it helps you score better in the exam. We have a lot of different tips on other subjects as well. Please do view it. So guys, wait. Before you leave, I'm going to leave you all with the same old. Do you know what the difference between you and a successful version of you is? The successful version of you would not miss out on subscribing to this channel today.